What's going on? It's your boy Javon, and you are now listening to the JVaughnology Podcast. Whew, finally got that out of the way. You know how long it took me to record that? Only if you know. But how's everybody doing? How y'all living? What's going on? Now, you're probably wondering where this podcast came out of, who started this, who made this decision. It was me. I always wanted to do a podcast. I just never really, I guess, had the courage to do it by myself. But one day I woke up and I was just like, shit, why not? I mean, I did do a podcast with my friends previous before, which was called The Group Chat. I don't know if it's still up, but we did that and it was fun. It was a really good time. And I didn't know if I wanted to do one by myself because I felt like I didn't have that much to talk about at first. But then, like, when I reflected on my life, I was like, boy, you have a lot of experiences that you can talk about that can probably help somebody else out or just get a good laugh at least. We all got to laugh at ourselves at some time, you know. Um, but I guess I'm going to have to do my introduction so you guys can know who I am if you don't know who I am. My name is Javon. I do reside in Atlanta, Georgia, on the outskirts, not in the city. Most people don't live in the city. We just say that we live in Atlanta, Georgia, just to because we don't want to have to give you the names of these crazy ass cities we live in. Um, and I was born in Missouri. I actually went to high school in Atlanta, and then after high school, I moved down to Florida and lived by myself. I mean, I was practically there by myself for a good 6 years, and I just recently moved back up to Atlanta like 7 months ago. I do not like it here. I will be going back to Florida soon, but at the time that I moved up here, it was just a lot going on, and it seemed like it was the best decision for me. So, yeah, that's why I'm here. So I also do have a YouTube channel which you can check out, which is Vaughn the Best. And speaking of names, so I decided to name this the Javaughnology. Well, I originally wanted it to be Vaughnology, but I looked up Vaughnology and it's actually a music artist named that. So I was like, listen, I don't want to have to cut my check with nobody for using a name. So we just go keep it Javaughnology. I haven't really used my first name like in forever, to be completely honest. I'm so used to just being called Vaughn. It's just so weird having to be Javon. Now when it comes to the name of the Javaughnology, we went back and forth with so many different names. I can only tell you, and the I noticed that ology was one of the selections that a lot of people did use. So I was like, okay, cool, cool, cool. We're gonna keep the ology, but we're just gonna put my name in the front of it, which is Javaughnology. Now the definition of ology is informal and then humorous, and I think I'm pretty funny. So I was like, you know what? This actually can work out in my benefits. Now when it comes to the main definition, it says a branch of knowledge and then a subject to study. And I mean, you're gonna be studying me because we're gonna be talking about my life and my experiences. So I feel like it fits. It all worked out great, and I'm so happy for it. It took a minute though to get everything set up, but we're gonna keep it pushing. My sign is a Virgo. I'm 6 foot. I don't know if that really matters. It sounds like I'm like literally gonna be on a dating episode. Like this is not that, Javon. And in this podcast, we're gonna literally be talking about anything and everything. To be honest, I'm kind of no hold bars. If you know me, you know, like I have no issues telling my business for the most part. Because I mean, everything's a learning lesson. You know, like one thing I'm definitely working on and what I'm learning right now um is at least control. Like I have none of it. And it's so funny because I've been hearing this quote from like a lot of people saying when you make a plan, God laughs. And it's very much true. And me and God about to have a little conversation outside because my G, I feel like he's trying to play me now, but we'll go into that another day. Um and yeah, it's just so much going on in this world, and I feel like this would be like a good outlet for me to just talk about stuff. Like I talk about music, anime, RuPaul's Drag Race. I love RuPaul's Drag Race. Those won't be the main priority things, but I definitely want to have my friends on here as well. Like, do a co-host moment, talk about like friendships, talk about relationships, talk about dating, talk about a little bit of the naughty naughties. And everything, man. I feel like nothing should be off limits on this podcast, and I doubt it will. If you know me, there is nothing off limits. And yeah. Now, when it comes to me just in general, as a relationship status, I am in a relationship. We've been dating actually since April of 2021. Um, and we actually got together on my birthday, but that was a no for me. I want two presents. So I actually have a starting as in a relationship on September the 5th. I am happy. Loving my relationship, wouldn't change anything about it. And yeah. So this will be like the introduction. Like, I just can't wait for you guys to hear all the shit that I've been through and what goes on in my life so that you can get at least a good laugh out of this shit. That's if anything, we can get a good laugh at all this shit that's going on because life is crazy. I tell you, I'm about to be 30 this year, and I would never think most of the stuff that I'm dealing with now, I would be dealing with at 30. Like, when you picture your life in a certain way and it's not that way, and you're just like, damn, did I fuck up? Or was this like a line to be like this? Hmm. Questions that will never be answered. But yeah, I do want to thank you guys for listening to this introduction. The other episodes are gonna be way better than this. Like, I will have a specific topic I will talk about, and then we would just veer and go up and around the corner about it. But for right now, since it's just a really introduction, I mean, all I can really say is that my name, my date of birth. My favorite color is green. This is like the easy stuff for you guys to get to know me, but you gotta really listen to the podcast to get to know me more and more. And I'm not gonna be dropping like all the information and like all the tea on the first episode. Like, it's the introduction, man. But I can't wait for you guys to listen. I hope you guys stay tuned. Now when it comes to the drop date, uh it's giving maybe like Mm, Thursday, if anything. I feel like Thursday will be a good day because it's like it's right before the weekend. You can just think about me all weekend, and you guys are gonna be feeling for me on Monday, and then it's like, ooh, well, Wednesday would be cool too. Now I'm gonna stick to Thursday. I'll definitely keep you guys updated on the exact day on my social medias. So make sure to follow me. It's gonna be at Vaughn the Best is VAUGHNTHA because I don't use the, I use the best. BEST. And I can't wait for you guys to hear more. I'm thinking about doing a podcast, Instagram. Um, if it's not up by the time that this is out, it probably didn't happen. But if it is up, good job, Javon. That is very wise of you. Um, so yeah. I think that's all for today, y'all. And I can't wait for y'all to hear the rest of these episodes. And yeah, I'll stay beautiful, do your thing, and that's all I got. Hear from me soon. Peace.